We must go beyond textbooks, go out into the bypaths and untrodden depths of the wilderness, and travel and explore and tell the world the glories of our journey. John Hope Franklin. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Rumi.
Oh, beautiful lady, you're welcome to Marrakesh.
Leading a writing retreat in Morocco was a dream come true. I'm so grateful for the amazing women who traveled from 3 U.S. states and Fez for our week together. Our home base for the first 5 days was Riyadh Marrakesh in magical Marrakesh. The last 2 were spent in Essaouira, Pearl of the Kingdom and Port of Timbuktu. We drew inspiration from our host country, its warm people, exotic landscapes, and epic adventures, and from each other. Our ages span decades, but we were one in believing that travel is transformative, that experiencing other cultures makes us feel alive, that in looking outward, then inward, we find rest for our souls and a fountain of youth. Morocco's mystery has bemused and been a muse for many. Jimi Hendrix, Cat Stevens, Bob Marley, Edith Wharton, Truman Capote, Tennessee Williams, the Beat Poets, and so many more. When my children left the nest, I lived in Marrakesh for 2 years to teach, write, and travel. Of the 27 countries I've explored, no other brims with more creativity. Our home base in Marrakesh was Riyadh Marrakesh, where I knew the staff would treat us like family. There were common areas for our morning craft workshops, and each woman had her own private suite. Our welcome dinner on day 1 was a celebration. Breakfast and sunset gatherings on the rooftop, gorgeous. We had 2 main goals. 1, to leave with a souvenir, a personal narrative essay of a former travel experience. And 2, to experience local culture, journaling the journey for future material. Afternoons, we did what Julia Cameron calls artist dates. In a desert country's palaces, gardens, mountains, and marketplaces, we filled our creative wells.
Oh, look at that salad. That's beautiful.
Is that my little fruit salad?
I think it is.
There are so many beautiful things to see in that place. Next to the Bahia Palace, there is the Jewish section, and we will definitely go to see a synagogue. So the first inhabitants of Morocco are the Berbers, and the second people are the Jewish people. When we're talking about the Jewish, we're talking about it's way back. We're talking about 586. They came with the Phoenicians to trade here. So, and then they engage with the Berbers in all their sorts of life. So, and then the Arab became till the 8th century.
The favorite spices in Morocco, what you call it ras el hanout, are 35 different spices, similar to curry or garam masala.
Okay, y'all can go on by. Woo! All right. Oh, y'all look great. Oh my gosh. Look at you. Look at you. Have fun time. Bye.
The teapot, the tea, it's the pot.
We saw, tasted, touched, heard, and smelled. We toured historical sites in the Marrakesh Medina, played in pools and rode camels at Janan Tamsna, mule trekked and had lunch in a Berber village overlooking Toubkal, highest mountain in northern Africa. Feasted at the Gardens of Bala and Pepe Nero, a former pasha's palace. And sipped cocktails at La Masson Arab's jazz piano bar. There's Kate over there. In Essaouira, we roamed the battlements, beach, and docks. We relaxed and rode at Riad Mamona in spacious suites overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. On our last night together, we read our works. Each writer transported us to other places and times that we now can't wait to explore.
A traveler without observation is a bird without wings, Sadi. I spent a month in Egypt.
And suddenly I was jolted from it and found myself in the middle of 2 speeding automobiles in the night traffic of Singapore.
It was the day of the Balinese New Year in Indonesia, known as Silent Day. And for 24 hours, the entire city was shut down in Sanhes.
Between the stolid walls of Old City Jerusalem, the sands of the Mediterranean, and the dry earth and clay of the Israeli desert.
The island was no different in its appearance from the others we had passed in the Aegean. Craggy, rust-stained rocks, sandy beaches as smooth as goat's milk.
We were all sort of in Morocco, locked down and with curfew, so.
See the notes with thanks and links to people in Morocco who made this retreat special with the experiences they provided. Special thanks to my friend Ismail of Morocco Desert Adventures for providing our private transportation throughout the retreat. He has driven and organized tours for teachers and former teachers of the American School of Marrakesh, as well as for other tour groups and tourists for many years. I highly recommend him. Special thanks to Maria, owner of Riad Marrakesh, to Mustafa, and the rest of the staff. You went above and beyond to make our stay perfect. Thanks to Kate, who arranged our mule trek, Medina tour, and hammams. More on her company based in Fez in the next video. And of course, a huge thank you to Nicole, Tony, Brittany, Carolyn, Jamie, Kate, and Dee. We couldn't have had a better group. Thank you for an unforgettable week. You all inspire me. Isabel Allende said, "Write what must not be forgotten." Do you have a time and place you must remember? Travel tales you need to tell? Do you need inspiration, a new adventure, a creative community, or time and tools to tell your best travel tales? Reach out regarding travel writing workshops, retreats, and escapes to Morocco, other destinations, or your own backyard. Contact me at Cindy McCain, Southern Girl Gone Global. See more information in the links below.